is Nur Shazana Lydia binti Muhammad Syuhada. My ID student 20253693667.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Irfan bin Kamal Bahrin. My ID number is 2025122905.
Hi, my name is Marsha Wadia binti Zainal Asri. My number M3 is 2025192643.
My name is Muhammad Ahmed bin Yahya. My number matrix is 2025368967.
So today I will discuss question number 1 for option 1 and 2. We have to read the question first and identify it. Adia wishes to invest RM15,000 in fixed deposit account for 5 years. She has two options. Option 1, AA Bank, which offer 4.25% interest compounded every 4 months. Option 2, BB Bank, which offer 4.15% interest compounded every 3 months. So for option 1, we use the compound interest formula S equals P multiplied by open brackets 1 plus I close bracket raised to the power of N to find S. So we have to fit in the number. S is we need to find, P is 15,000, I is interest rate, K divided M is 0.0425 per 3. N equals M multiplied T is 15. Then we have to calculate it, so the answer is RM 18,523.85. To find interest then, we use the formula I equals S minus P, 18,523.85 minus 15,000. So the answer for I is RM 3,523.85. So for the option number 2, BB Bank, which offer 4.15% interest compounded every 3 months, we use the same concept, which is we use the compound interest formula S equals P multiplied by open bracket 1 plus I close bracket raised to the power of N. S is we need to find, P is 15,000, I is interest rate, K divided M is 0.0415 per 4. N equals M multiplied T is 20. Then we have to calculate it, so the answer is RM 18,439.24. To find the interest, then we use the formula I equals S minus P, 18,439.24 minus 50,000. So the answer for I is RM 3,439.24. So we need compare answer of the option 1 and 2. So if what we can see, AA Bank is a little bit higher than BB Bank. The conclusion is Alia should choose AA Bank because the total amount she will reserve after 5 years is a little bit higher than BB Bank. Therefore, AA Bank provides better return due to slightly higher effective interest rate.
Now, I want to discuss question number 2, and I want to read the question 5 years ago. The man deposited RMS into account that paid interest of 6.4% compounded semi-annually. Today, he withdraw RM 2,050 from the account. If the accumulated amount in the account 4 years from now is RM 9,652 and 92 cents. Calculate the value of the S and the interest paid by Jamal. The amount of S1 is 9,652.92 and the question gives amount of K is 0.064 and the M is 2. And the question gives me amount of Jamal withdraw is RM 2,500. So we want to find the P new for now. So the formula to find P new is S1 equal P new bracket 1 plus I close the bracket square N. Now we know the amount for S1, but I and N we don't know. So to find I equal K per M. So K is 0.064 and M is 2. So after I calculate, the amount I is 0.032. So we know the amount for I and the amount for N. So the formula for N is N equal MP. So the amount for M is 4, and the amount for M is 2, and the T is 4. So we know for amount for N. So after we calculate the formula and we find the P new. So the amount for P new is RM 7,502 and 76 cents. So after we find the P new, we want to find the P at the S. So the formula for find the S is P new equals S minus 2,500. So we know the amount for P new and the amount Jamal withdraw. So after I calculate, the amount for S is RM 10,002 ringgit and 76 cents. So we get the amount S for now. So we can find the S. The S is P. So the formula to find the P is S equal P bracket 1 plus I close bracket square N. So we know the amount for S and we know the amount for I. So but we don't know the amount for N. The formula to find N is N equal MP. So the M is 2, the T is 5. So after I calculate, I find the amount for N is 10. So after I calculate, we know the amount for N, and so we can know the amount for P for 5 years ago. After I calculate, the amount for P is RM 7,300. So just now for me, I pass to my time. So to explain the question 3.
I will explain the concept of annuity and give application for future and present value. Annuity is a series of equal payment made at regular time. For example, monthly or yearly. This payment can be made either at the beginning or at the end of each period. So for application, future value is used to calculate how much we will have in the future after making regular payment with interest. We use this when we are saving for retirement, saving for education, or building or fixed deposit saving plans. Other than that, present value is used to find the current value of future payment. This is useful in situations like calculate home loan, repayment, car loans, or when we want to know some value of insurance backup. In conclusion, annuity are very important in personal finance, wherever we are saving money or paying off a loan.
Nita buys a house for RM 650,000. She makes a 10% down payment and finances the balance through a bank for 30 years. A. If the interest rate is 4.55% compounded monthly, find the monthly payment that Nita has to make to settle the loan. What is the total interest charge? B. If Nita misses the first 3 payments, how much should she pay on the 4th payment to settle all the outstanding areas? C. Immediately after paying for 27 years, Nita wants to settle the loan in full. How much does she need to pay? We need to find the monthly payment Nita has to make and the total interest charged. First, we are given cash price CP equals to 650,000, down payment DP equals to 65,000, loan period T equals to 30 years, interest rate K equals to 4.55% or 0.0455, compounded monthly, so M equals to 12. From the formula, we need to use the formula CP equals to A plus DP. We rearrange it to the loan amount A. So after we arrange the formula, we will get a new formula which is A equals to CP minus DP, which is 650,000 minus 65,000, and we will get the A value which is 585,000 ringgit Malaysia. Next, we will use the loan formula to find the monthly payment in the next slide using the loan amount and the given value. A equals to 585,000 ringgit, which we just find. And I equals to K divide M equals to 0.0455 divide 12. N equals to M times T equals to 12 times 30, we will get 360 months. We will plug this into the annuity formula to get monthly payment. Then we will calculate total interest as total payment minus loan amount. Now for part B, Nita missed the first 3 payments. We want to find how much she should pay on the 4th payment to settle all the arrears. We use the future value of annuity formula. R equals to RM 2,981 ringgit 51 cents, which is monthly payment from part A from the previous question that we just did. Second, I equals to 0.0455 divide by 12. The I equals to 0.0455 divide by 12. N equals to 4. The reason why the N is 4 is because, as the question states, she already missed the 3 payment, and we need to plus 3 by 1, which is the current payment. 3 plus 1 is what? 4. So the N's value is 4. To solve this question, we need to use this formula. S equals to R times bracket 1 plus I close the bracket power of N minus 1 divide I. Substitute the values into the formula. S equals to 2,981 ringgit and 51 cents. Using the formula S equals to R times open bracket 1 plus I close the bracket power of N minus 1 divide I, and substitute the values into the formula. S, we still have no value for S, so let S be S equals to R, which is 2,981 ringgit and 51 cents time open bracket 1 plus I, which is 0.0455 over 12 close the bracket power of 4, because our N value is 4, and minus 1. After that, we should divide by I, and our I value, as we all know, is 0.0455 over 12. After calculating using this formula, we get S equals to RM 12,075 ringgit and 95 cents. For part C, Nita wants to settle the loan in full after paying for 27 years. That means she has 3 years of payments left. We will use the present value of annuity formula to calculate how much she needs to pay now. Given R equals to 2,981 ringgit and 51 cents, which is the monthly payment. R equals to 0.0455 divided by 12. N equals to 3 times 12 equals to 36 months. The formula is A equals to R times 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I close the brackets power of negative N and divide by I. Now we should substitute the value into the formula. A, just let A be A, because our intention of using this formula is to find the value of A. So we let A be A. So A equals to 2,981 ringgit and 51 cents, which is the R value, times 1 minus open bracket 1 plus I, which is 0.0455 divided by 12 close the brackets power of negative 36, which is power of negative N, and divide I, and I, as we all know, 0.0455 divided by 12. After calculating using this formula, you will get the answer for A. The value for A, which is RM 100,153 ringgit 93 cents. So Nita needs to pay RM 100,153 ringgit and 93 cents to fully settle the loan. And with that, we already complete all 3 parts of question 4, A, B, and C.